Hey, I'm Steve Santagati, and welcome to True Outdoor Adventures. This is the show that puts you right next to true sportsmen with the best stories in all of the outdoors. Out here, there's a law. It's called the law of the hunt. And the law states that we are not the only hunters in the woods. Today, we're going to meet some men who found a lot more than they hunted for. A grisly case of wildlife cannibalism, a sea hunt where their hunted strikes back, and a giant man-eating log. Every one of these is a true outdoor classic. You know, sometimes creatures do things that we would consider unspeakable. One hunter witnessed just such an act in the wilds of Alaska.
We had tracked a bear, a large bear we had seen high up in the mountains. We finally realized that this bear was following a sow with a set of cubs. We went up there and got up and uncovered this little mound, and here was this small cub that had been killed by this boar bear. You could see where this boar had just put this bear and it just crushed its skull.
This was a cub killer, obviously, and we determined to take that bear down.
Kodiak bear in general is considered the game animal to hunt. Kodiak Island is an island off of Alaska. It has about 3,500 bears on it. This happens at Kodiak Island because of its climate, because of the number of salmon streams, the number of salmon on the island, and bears are huge. I was just very fortunate that I found a guide who, first of all, he's a master guide, which he's got a lot of savvy. He's done this for a long time. He knows how these bears are going to act. He knows exactly how to approach a bear.
There's people like me care very much. I'd give anything to take care of what Alaska has to offer.
As I told Jim, I didn't want to shoot just a bear. I wasn't going up there just to shoot a bear. I wanted a bear that had character to it. I wanted a hunt that had character to it, something I could really remember. I didn't want to just go up there, first bear I saw, and shoot. Obviously a 10-foot bear is great, but if you're walking down the riverbank and you turn the corner and the bear's laying there and you shoot it, to me that hunt didn't have character. My position was I wanted a 10-foot plus bear and I wouldn't take anything less. First year I was up there, we were up there 2 weeks. We stalked several bears, had shots on several bears, but none of them was the bear. I went back the next year, spent 2 weeks, same thing.
2 years that he came prior to this, we passed up well over 9.5-foot bear. And nobody, I told him, like most of my hunters, no one in their right mind would pass up a 9.5-foot bear waiting for a true 10.
It was a great trip, great stalk, great experience, great hunt, no bear. That was okay. And then this third trip, Mother's Day, we got our bear. This bear was huge. It had to be over 10 feet. And the decision was made that we would go and get it.
Getting a clean, killing shot on an Alaskan brown bear is not only good sportsmanship, it's the only sure way to avoid being killed yourself. The brown bear is dangerous enough to begin with, but it turns into 1,000 pounds of unpredictable fury if it's wounded. Today, we're with the hunter about to take his critical shot at an incredible bear.
Kodiak bear in general is considered the game animal to hunt. We had tracked a bear, a large bear we had seen high up in the mountains, and we finally realized that this bear was following a sow with a set of cubs. When the male bears, the boars, come out of hibernation, they're interested in two things: eating and mating. Well, the sows keep their cubs for usually 2.5, 3 years, and of course, during that time period, they're still nursing those bears, and of course, they won't go in estrus, they won't go into heat. So what the boar bears, when they come out of hibernation, if they see a sow with cubs, they know that if they kill the cubs, then the female bear, she'll go into estrus, and they can mate. The next day, when we went back, one of the other guys went up looking.
All of a sudden we see this human figure half falling, half running down the hillside. And oh my gosh, he must have seen something, you know, and he comes running up to us and he says, I just saw this huge boar kill these 2 cubs.
So we went up there and got up and uncovered this little mound, and here was this small cub that looked just like a big stuffed teddy bear that had been killed by this boar bear. And these bears have tremendous power and tremendous strength. And you could see where this boar had just put this bear and it just crushed its skull.
If you looked at the cub up close, we saw that the dirt was ground into the teeth of the little bear, and which meant basically that it was biting the dirt when this big bear was crunching down on the skull. That was the time we determined, boy, you could see in Joe's face that he said Alaska's a cool place, and a lot of times people don't understand, you know, what goes on here in Alaska, but this was a tough one. This was a cub killer, obviously, and we determined to take that bear down.
We didn't find it, went back to camp. The next morning got up, and Jim Bailey had gotten up early in the morning and had the spotting scopes out. And he kept looking at something, I didn't pay attention, and finally he pointed out at the very tip top of this mountain across from us, this spot that looked just like a rock. It looked like all the other rocks you see in Kodiak. And all of a sudden it moved. And what had happened was this boar had trapped another sow and a single cub on the very top of this mountain.
We said, my gosh, that boar has the sow and cub cornered right there. Here this drama was unfolding. We're going to see this happen again? I mean, my gosh, it just happened, and he's going after another one.
And every time this sow would get up and this cub could get out, this boar would approach him. So he basically had him trapped there. Well, we sat and watched this bear from 9 o'clock Saturday morning till 11:15 that night, when it finally got dark. And the decision was made that this bear was huge, it had to be over 10 feet, and that if in the morning he had not come down, we would go and get him. And the minute it was even sort of light, which was a little bit after 5 in the morning, I got up, ran out there, and Jim Bailey, the guide, was already there watching him. I said, is he still there? He said, yep.
Finally, Jim spotted him moving down the hillside a little bit. It was time to go.
Not only are you hunting an animal that obviously can kill you with one swipe of its paw, but just going up the mountain. I mean, there's a certain element of danger just getting up to the bear. A fall or an avalanche or a slip on ice could kill you just as readily as the bear could.
You're climbing on rock cliffs and you can slip and you can break a leg or back. Things happen, and it's not a place where it's just a stroll in the park. I remember Joe saying, well, I said my novenas and just prayed that we'd come out of this alive.
It took us about 4 hours to finally get to the level where the bear was. You can see him moving. You know he can hear your heartbeat because it's about ready to jump out of your chest. And then you got to try and figure out how you can get to him without him seeing you first. Because even though he's 800 yards away, 800 yards away up there is like miles. And now we trek through the snow to the very edge of this mountain where we can look down to to see where this bear is laying in wait. When we looked at this bear, I thought, oh, this thing is just too perfect. You know, I've walked away 3 times. It was hard to feel like it was really going to happen. The shot's, it's about a 220-yard shot. You know, the adrenaline's pumping. We got positioned. I'm breathing like a freight train, trying to calm down, take the shot. And I even had a moment where I wasn't going to shoot it. I looked at the bear. It is such a majestic, gorgeous animal. And there was that split second when I wasn't going to do it. But then you figure, you kill this animal, but how many cubs do not get killed and live and survive because you've shot one of the boars? I took a shot. First shot hit him, not up. I kept shooting.
Joe Dewane's an excellent shot. He shot that bear the first shot. Cut him right in the heart.
I almost can't describe it. Obviously, you're just elated. Here's 3 years worth of effort, so obviously you're very happy, but then you're also extremely sad. You've just killed this gorgeous animal. I mean, this animal has probably been around for 16 or 18 years, and it's no longer going to wake up. I put my rifle down, I walked up to it, and I laid on it, and it was amazing that it was the largest animal I'd ever been next to.
You can hunt effectively and take this animal home with you. But what you really take back with you is what I call a trophy of the heart.
Just killing something. It's an overall experience that people come and really finally enjoy what it's all about.
The whole trip was just